What's up guys, this is Josh Sees It coming at you for a moto vlog, and today we are going to Texas Harley-Davidson and we're going to do a full review and test ride of the brand new 2020 Street Glide CVO. That's right, you heard it, the brand new 2020 Street Glide CVO. Today I'm going to talk about some of the differences between the 2019 Street Glide CVO and the brand new Harley-Davidson 2020 Street Glide CVO. You're not going to want to miss this.
What's up guys, it is Josh Sees It, and as you can see right in front of us we have the brand new 2020 Harley-Davidson Street Glide CVO. This thing is out of control. I'm so excited to take you guys on a test ride today, and huge shout out to Texas Harley-Davidson for letting us take this bike out. We got Scotty right here that's going to lead us on a ride. Hey, if you guys are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and you want to check out any bike, give Scotty a call. We're going to drop his info right below. You guys can reach out to him. We'll put his links in the description and everything. Hey, super excited to show you guys this bike. Man, this thing is so nice, you guys. I don't know if you guys can see it in here, but this custom paint on this bike is absolutely ridiculous. This is definitely one of my favorite paint jobs that Harley-Davidson has ever put out. This bike, as you guys can see, comes with the custom CVO gauges, has the CVO emblem right here. You know it has the 117 engine in it. This has custom rims that they just did specifically for their 2020 CVOs. The bike comes with grips on it, has the heated grips, has the custom cluster right here that you can only get with the CVO. One of the things I really like about the CVO is you have a fork lock on this bike, and you can lock your entire bike based on a button, same way that you would lock up your car. You just click a button twice and it locks up the entire thing. No more having to individually lock your saddlebags or anything like that. That's not a new function to the 2020 lineup, but it is something worth noting that it is only available on the CVOs right now. This is not an aftermarket part that you can get from Harley-Davidson. This bike comes with the heavy air breather installed on it. It has the chop engine guard. And one of the main differences on the 2020 Street Glide CVO from the 2019 Street Glide CVO is they actually did away with the lower fairings on this. And that was a huge shock to a lot of people when Harley-Davidson decided to not include lower fairings on this bike. You know, I don't know how I personally feel about it, but I'm sure Harley had a good reason for doing it. Obviously on this bike you have an upgraded audio system on it. You have speakers that come in the saddlebags down here. You have the custom floorboards installed. I mean, this bike is ready to go. And as you guys have seen in some of the panning shots that I took, this bike actually has a different color black in the accents than, say, the 2020 Road Glide Limited up there that Scotty's on, or even my 2019 Road Glide Special. On those bikes, the black accents are really more of a dull black. They're not necessarily a gloss black. On the 2020 Street Glide CVO, you have more of a chrome black that is, in my opinion, looks a lot more clean and finished and just really slick. This bike is awesome. Also, one of the features that I wanted to talk about was the flare windshield that comes on this bike. Now, this to me is a huge upgrade. It's something that Clockworks has been doing for a lot of years, is that on the windshield in front of us, it actually has a little bit of a lip. And what that lip does is it actually takes some of the wind that would normally hit you right in the face mask, depending on your height. What's up, dude? Thanks. And you know, see, that's the thing. This bike is going to be a head turner. You can just see that everybody around you is going to be looking at this bike. They're going to see you when you're going down the road. Nobody's going to be able to pass you without taking a second look at this bike. The paint job and everything about this bike is just absolutely off the chain. But anyways, going back to the windshield. So the windshield has a little bit of a flare, and what that does is it keeps the wind from hitting you at somewhere in the face mask, and it actually sends the air up over your helmet. And so this is just going to help for just overall endurance when you're on long rides, and just ease and comfort while you're riding this bike. Harley-Davidson has done a tremendous job at just taking all of the things that you would wish you want in a Street Glide and just saying, hey, we're going to give you everything. One of the things that I really like that Harley-Davidson continues to do on their CVO lineup is that they never repeat paint colors. So this paint color that you see is going to be the only time that Harley-Davidson is ever going to release it. There's not going to be years in the future where they're going to bring this back, but this is going to be specific to this year and this year only. One of the biggest differences that I personally noticed when I first jump on this bike is that it comes with the 117 engine. Now, again, this isn't new to the 2020 lineup. The 2019s have this, but it's going to come with the Milwaukee 8 117 engine, and you just feel that extra torque and extra horsepower in this bike. I mean, this bike just wants to get up and go. You know, one of the things that I was looking at when we were looking at this 2020 Street Glide CVO is that they actually include the Sena 30K headset, and specifically the Boom Audio version of that. So what the Boom Audio version Sena headset is going to get you that maybe just going to Sena and buying the 30K on your own is not going to get you is that when you buy the Boom Audio version, it's actually going to integrate directly with your infotainment system, and it's going to allow you to use Apple CarPlay. So for me, I'm an iPhone person. All I use is Apple products, and so it's really nice to be able to just have your full functionality of your phone on your infotainment system. So this means you're going to be able to utilize things like your Spotify app on your infotainment. You're going to be able to utilize things like message apps. So you're not going to have as much of a need to say mount your phone up here. You're going to be able to keep things simple, keep your phone away, and just really have everything you need right here on your infotainment system. The suspension on this bike is really nice also. I cannot tell you guys how smooth of a ride this has been. Man, and what a perfect day to be out on a ride. It is overcast weather. It's probably 80 degrees here up in North Texas. We're going through some back roads, as you guys can see. This is pretty uncommon weather for the heat of summer here in North Texas. Usually it's going to be 100 degrees with just a whole bunch of humidity. There's some storms that blew in last night that just really kept the temperature down and just made today just a really nice day to be out on a motorcycle. Obviously, one of the things that the CVOs come with is the heated grips if you want them. So, you know, that's directly integrated into here where you can crank it all the way up to 6. So for you guys that have 4 seasons, this is going to help you to be able to keep your hands warm and just maintain that dexterity, especially as it gets colder into the winter time. All right, so Scotty and I actually just switched bikes. I'm on the brand new Harley-Davidson 2020 Limited right now, and I wanted to get on this bike so I can just show you guys a couple road shots of the CVO Street Glide. This bike is super nice, and one of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about today is the new reflexive system that Harley-Davidson put in a few of their bikes. So I think they included it in all of the CVO lineups, they included it in their trike, and then it's an option for their touring models that you can add on. And basically what this is going to do in a nutshell, it's going to help you to be safer in adverse situations. So what does that look like? Basically, with this new system, when you go to hit the rear brake, it's automatically going to apply pressure to your front brake at the same time, helping you to just have more of a balanced braking. It's going to do things like give you hill assist, to where if you're on a hill and you tap the back brake, it's going to keep you in that position to where you don't start rolling down a hill. It's going to do really fancy stuff where if you're in the middle of a turn, it's going to adjust your suspension and it's going to adjust your braking to where you're less likely to break your back tire loose in the middle of a turn. It's going to help you give increased stability. And you know, when I first heard about this reflexive system that Harley was incorporating, you know, I wasn't immediately a fan of it, to be honest. You know, one of the things that I really like is to have full control over my bike, whether it's in the turns, whether we're at a track, whether it's just going in a straight line. You know, I want to feel like I have full control over my bike. And so when I think about a computer doing stuff for me, I would just really kind of didn't have a good taste in my mouth. None of my bikes have had ABS before, except for my new 2019 ROADGLIDE Special has ABS on it, and there have been a couple situations where I've had to lock up my brakes completely and the ABS has been engaged, and I've been so grateful to have that ABS because it's kept me from completely locking up my brakes and potentially sliding into a car and getting in a wreck. And so in light of that, you know, I'm really curious to see what this reflexive system has to offer for people. And the more and more that bikes become more technologically advanced, I'm really looking forward to the fact that these bikes are just going to be safer. You're going to be able to take corners tighter. You're going to be able to do more stuff on these bikes, and the bike is going to do a lot of the hard work for you. So I'm really a fan of it. Unfortunately, we weren't able to find any hills to test out the hill assist or anything like that, but I've been seeing really good reviews from people online about this, and just really excited to see more of it in action. If you have any thoughts about the new 2020 Street Glide CVO, be sure to drop a comment below. Let me know your thoughts, the good, the bad, the ugly. I want to hear from you guys about what you think Harley-Davidson maybe should have done, things you'd like to see, or things you're really happy with this year. I just want to give another huge shout out to Texas Harley-Davidson. Texas Harley-Davidson was super gracious to us and let us take out the bikes and just really do a full in-depth review of them. So shout out to these guys. Well guys, this bike is absolutely amazing. I would definitely recommend taking a look at this bike. And again, if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, give Texas Harley-Davidson a call. This bike is out of this world. Super nice. Definitely recommend it. Hope you guys have enjoyed this vlog. This is As Josh Sees It, coming at you from North Texas today. Well guys, we are back on the Road Glide, as you guys can see. Just wanted to thank you guys for tuning into this moto vlog. Again, be sure to drop a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on the 2020 Street Glide CVO. Be sure to subscribe to this channel so you know when fresh content is dropping every single day. Look forward to talking with you guys. Peace!